They only know the monster I became, but they never knew the girl I was. They called me Dirty Tasha, a joke to some, a warning to others. No hot water, roaches in the cabinets, mama's needles in the kitchen drawer, promises sold for a hit. Daddy was a shadow, touching the world, touching me. But the day I pushed that shadow down them stairs, that's the day I learned power. That's the day I was born. Love was just a word, a weapon in a liar's mouth. Ron loved me once, but I was a burden he couldn't carry. So I built my own world. I made him a ghost. And when he smiled at another woman, I smiled at death. Tony was my mirror, my darkness made flesh. He gave me chaos and I turned it into an empire. Southwest, Uptown, those were my playgrounds. We painted the city in shadows, rented out corners, crowned ourselves kings. But I ain't no queen. I'm a mother who bred monsters. Rome, who learned to lie in suits. Ruck, who learned to kill with a smile. Rodney, my secret, a son who became a shadow of a man. And I loved them, in the only way I knew how, with lies, with power, with a grip so tight they couldn't breathe. They think they know the story, think they know the truth. But this is the beginning. This is the part of the story they forgot. The crown, the curse, the chaos I called home. This is the book of Tasha, and every one of them boys, they all come from me. I am the root, I am the storm, I am the Nephilim.
Mama, I'm hungry, Mama. Why you sleeping? Mama, please wake up.
They call me Dirty Tasha, holes in my stocking, stained dress, filthy rug, oven for heat. Mama struggled all week, she sold the groceries, traded food just to get high, boiled water in a pot to wash my ass to get by, extension cords from neighbors, lights flicker then dark, Christmas gifts disappear, mama's tears leave a mark. Said we was Jehovah's Witness, no tree, no joy, just lies, but the truth for demons dance while the angels cried. Hot water ran cold, heat from the stove's glow, bathroom mildew thick, soap scum like snow. I watched the roaches march armies in the kitchen light, prayed to God who wouldn't answer just to survive the night. Stepdaddy said he loved me, but shit felt like chains. Tried to hug me, hands crawling, poison in my veins. I pushed him, stumbled, the stairs caught that nigga's soul. I stood above his body, power crawled in my bones.
Dirty Tasha, shadows in her eyes. A child born in darkness, life took her light, it died. Dirty Tasha, whispers in the wall.
Derty Jawn,
a child learned to lie before she ever learned to crawl.
they call me Dirty Tasha, broken, no escape. Mama's death in that needle, hunger in my fate. I learned to lie, I learned to smile, make them love my mask. I was the child they ignored, but I became the rap. I'm Dirty Tasha, ain't no shame in my fucking game. Every tear was a weapon, every lie all the same. I don't need love, I need power, control in my hands. I'm the bitch they call dirty, soon to be queen of the land. I saw mama die, eyes wide, needle in her arm. Her last breath, a whisper blame passed like a fucking charm. She told me if you wasn't born, I would have been free, so I became that curse. She cursed everything that's me. Foster homes, group homes, roaches and rats, girls pulling my hair, calling me dirty in packs. I learned to smile, learned to charm, I learned to pretend. The weak get crushed, I never broke a bitch, mastered the bend. I saw the girls with nice clothes, shoes that fit right. I swore I never begged, one day would have that high life. Stepdaddy's blood on my hands, I wiped it away. And that was the day, the last day I felt the need to pray. I told him my mama was a queen, her kingdom was lost. Told him I was a princess, never mentioned the cost. Lies became my armor, my smile became a sword. Love was just a hunger I learned to ignore.
Dirty Tasha, shadows in her eyes. A child born in darkness, life took her light, it died. Derty Tasha, whispers in the wall.
Derty Jawn,
A child learned to lie before she ever learned to crawl.
they call me Derty Tasha, broken, no escape. Mama's death and that needle hunger in my face. I learned to lie, I learned to smile, make them love my mask. I was the child they ignored, but I became the rap. I'm Derty Tasha, ain't no shame in my fucking game. Every tear was a weapon, every lie all the same. I don't need love, I need power, control in my hands. I'm the bitch they call dirty, soon to be queen of the land.
Derty Tasha, child of pain, child of lies. Her kingdom's born in shadows, where love always dies. I don't need love, I need power. I don't need truth, I need control. They say you never forget your first love, but you never forget your first nightmare either. Daddy's love was a curse, and when it rains, I feel him all over again. He was a knight in shining armor for the demons took hold. Tall, strong, called me princess, love wrapped in gold. Mama smiled in the kitchen, life was warm, felt right. But heroin kissed his veins and daddy turned to night. The picket fence faded, dreams crumbled to dust. Whispers in the hallways, mama's tears turned to rust. Daddy smelled like liquor, stumbled through the door, and his shadow stretched demon claws across the floor. I was just a child, pink socks, toy bear tight. But that shadow grew closer, took the shape of his might. His breath thick, with poison in his eyes, a hollow pit. Daddy no, but my words just fell and split. He whispered, I love you, but his love felt like chains. Hands cold, sweat thick, my mind left to escape the pain. I learned to disappear, float away, find the sky. Imagine nights in armor, dreams where I could fly. Shadows in the room, darkness in our veins. Love turned to poison, a child lost in pain. Shadows in the room, whispers on the floor. Her kingdom turned to ashes, her soul died in war. There were shadows in the room, claws crawling slow. Daddy's breath on my skin, hell I couldn't let go. I was just a child, a ghost in my own bed, and I learned to fake a smile, learned to hide in my own head. Shadows in the room, tears in my eyes. Mama knew, but she stayed, she believed his lies. Love was just a curse, a weapon with no name, and I became a prisoner, trapped in the shame. Mama called him once, saw the shadow in the door, but she turned away, too broken to fight no more. Her veins kissed the needle, her tears turned to rage. Said if he wasn't born, I wouldn't be trapped in his cage. I watched her wilt, saw her beauty decay. Makeup smeared, eyes dark, hope faded away. Daddy's love was a curse, mama's love was a wound, and I was the soul in the halls, trapped in that tomb. He'd come back nights when the world was asleep. Whiskey whispers in my ear, his touch made me weep. I'd close my eyes, picture a night, armor so bright. But fairy tales don't save you, demons don't fight. And when he died, overdosed, body cold on the floor, I thought I'd feel peace, but I just craved more. Pain became a language, a script I memorized, and love became a weapon, every kiss a lie. Shadows in the room, darkness in our veins. Love turned to poison, a child lost in pain. Shadows in the room, whispers on the floor. Her kingdom turned to ashes, her soul died in war. There were shadows in the room, claws crawling slow. Daddy's breath on my skin, hell I couldn't let go. I was just a child, a ghost in my own bed, and I learned to fake a smile, learned to hide in my own head. Shadows in the room, tears in my eyes. Mama knew, but she stayed, she believed his lies. Love was just a curse, a weapon with no name, and I became a prisoner, trapped in the shame. Shadows in the room, a princess locked away. Her crown became a burden, her hope turned to decay. Mama stayed and I died. Daddy loved me and I rotted inside. There ain't no nights, just shadows in the room.
engine purrs like a beast. City lights cutting through rain. Hot plates in the trap, the best cooker in the game. Backseat full of packs, dirty money, quick stints. The lies that I tell, nigga, sounding like a second shift. Plugs calling like Tasha, you got it. Yerp, numbers flip in my head. Yeah, at work, nigga, I spot it. Ron's at home with the twins, tired from work, thinking I'm safe. But I'm collecting debts, no fear in a friendly face. They say love's a light, nah, it's leverage that I keep. Sweet smile in the mirror, but my grind was never weak. Niggas know a bitch hunger, they feed it, I'll take it. Design a bag full of secrets, ratchet tucked under the blanket. Night grind, fast lane, no breaks. Mama in the mirror, but a beast when it's late. Ain't no heaven in these streets, just deals a nigga make. They don't see the queen, they just see a bitch's face. Night grind, tinted windows, dirty street cash. Love is just a weapon, sweet whispers that won't last. Ron kiss my cheek, but I'm on by night's end. I'm the one they fear, lover, hustler, and friend. Night grind, tinted windows, dirty street cash. Love is just a weapon, sweet whispers that won't last. Ron kiss my cheek, but I'm gone by night's end. I'm the one they fear, lover, hustler, and friend.
Ron's a good man, a sweet man, but sweet is just another word for stupid. Dreams too small, pockets too light. I told myself I loved him, but I was just faking love. Ron was broke, but he had a smile, warm, wide, full of hope. Talked about dreams of real estate, promised we'd never be broke. Insurance school in the daytime, hustling by night. Always came home to me smiling, always kissing me right. I told him I loved him, I meant it for a time. But love don't fill the fridge, money don't grow on vines. I saw the girls with the Gucci bags, hair laid, whips clean, and I was stuck in a one-bedroom, living his small dream. Ron's touch was gentle, told me I was his world, but I needed diamonds, fur coats, wanted to be that girl. I loved his laugh, but hated his struggle. Loved his heart, but hated the hustle. Then I saw Faye, classy, the type you can't ignore. Her smile was sunlight, glowed even when she was poor. She had a grace I didn't, softness but strong. And I knew in my soul she was where Ron belonged. Fake in love, she wore a mask so sweet. Whispers of a future, but dreams in defeat. Fake in love, a crown of lies she wore. A queen in the shadows, but she needed more. I was faking love, smiling, but my hunger grew. Wanted the high life, not the struggle we knew. Ron's hands were warm, his voice was peace, but I saw in his eyes a life I couldn't keep. I was faking love, holding him, but looking away, dreaming of riches where he saw hope in each day. Face shadow in the room, her light too bright, and me, just a queen in the dark, craving the night. Ron told me stories of a house we'd buy, a porch, a swing, but I was thinking penthouses, caviar, diamond rings. He saved his pennies, I watched him stack like shame. I lied, said I loved him, but it was just a game. I saw him meet Faye, she was sunshine in a storm, and my jealousy burned, my hatred was born. But I didn't leave, I needed his faith, wanted his love, but wanted my escape. I started taking trips, new friends, new streets. Tony's name whispered, where power and greed meet. Saw him in the club, gold chain, eyes cold. I felt the hunger rise, Ron was just too old. Tony was danger, money, power, fast cars, but I stayed with Ron, 2 lives, 2 scars. Played the the good girl, but my eyes looked away. Fake love, fake smiles, lies I rehearsed each day. Faking love, she wore a mask so sweet. Whispers of a future, but dreams in defeat. Faking love, a crown of lies she wore. A queen in the shadows, but she needed more. I was faking love, smiling, but my hunger grew. Wanted the high life, not the struggle we knew. Ron's hands were warm, his voice was peace, but I saw in his eyes a life I couldn't keep. I was faking love, holding him, but looking away. Dreaming of riches where he saw hope in each day. Face shadow in the room, her light too bright, and me, just a queen in the dark, craving the night. Faking love, lies wrapped in a kiss. A dream that never was, a life she'd never miss. I wanted to love him, I needed to, but love was just another lie I told myself.
The therapist's voice is calm, but firm. Whenever you're ready, Tasha, there's no rush, no judgment. This is your space. I never planned on talking to nobody like this. Never thought I'd be sitting here, telling my secrets to a stranger. But here I am. It started in the dark. Mom always said we was cursed. Dirty Tasha, they called me. Piss on the floor, roaches in the cupboards, no heat, no hope. Mama was a ghost, living for the needle. Her veins, her grave. Daddy, he was my first nightmare. His love felt like chains. His touch was poison. He'd creep in, smelling like liquor, shadow on the wall, whispers that felt like knives. Mama knew, but she didn't care. She told me if I wasn't born, she'd be free. I'm so sorry, Tasha. That's a lot of pain for one person to carry. But you're here, you're talking. That's strength, strength. Now I don't even know what that is. I learned to survive by not feeling nothing. I learned to smile even when I was dead inside. Love is just a lie, a pretty story with a knife at the end. That's why I let Ron cheat. I see it in his eyes, he thinks he's hiding it. But I know I knew the minute he started smelling like another woman's perfume. But I don't care, cause I got my own shadows. There's this man, Tony. He's everything I shouldn't want. Cold, ruthless, money in his eyes. But when I'm around him, I feel alive. Alive. Can you tell me what that means for you? It means I'm not scared. It means I got power. It means I ain't that scared little girl in the dark no more. It means I got men looking at me like I'm something, like I'm worth something. I learned to turn my smile into a weapon, my pain into a shield. Tony's a monster, but he's my monster. And Ron, he's a good man, but good men die slow. They rot trying to save the world while the world eats them alive. But are you happy, Tasha? Is this thrill worth the pain? Happy? I don't know what that is, but I know I'm not scared, and that's enough. Tasha, I want you to think about the little girl you were, the one you said you lost in the dark. If she was here, what would you say to her? I'd tell her, love's a lie. I'd tell her pain's the only thing you can trust. I'd tell her to sharpen her smile, use her looks, take control. Because weak girls get used, but monsters survive.
crack, bacon sizzle, steam fogging the glass. Ron's rushing out the door, late shift, I gotta pass. But I see the way his phone flips, text that he hides, kiss on the cheek, but his words don't seem to align. Twins giggle in the next room, morning cartoons blast. I smile at him, but this mask is starting to crack fast. Loading up the laundry, hands wet, soap burns, mind racing. I know what I know, when will it be my turn? Iron hissing steam, his shirt fresh, pressed clean, but he wearing cologne I didn't buy. New scene, I packed the twins' lunches, school bus horn screams. Another day, another lie, another crumbling dream. Day grind, dishes and dust, rain in the wind. Mother in the mirror, but I see through his sin. Eggshells, crack floors, creep truth in the air. I'm just a homebody queen, holding despair. Day grind, scrub the floors, smile on cue. Phone buzzing, but his voice don't ring true. His baby mother on paper, but a widow in the mind. I see the rain falling, but I'm running out of time. Clock out the stove, keys jingle, umbrella in hand. This storm ain't just weather, it's God's reprimand. Sliding to the car, windshield wipers, pace slow. Raindrops dance, but my heart race where he goes. Sears parking lots empty, no stock trucks in sight, but his car's parked 2 blocks over, red tail lights. My heart sinks, I follow rain cold against my skin. His extra shift is a lie, and I'm drowning within. Rain's a curtain, I'm just a shadow in this chase. My reflection warped in water, storm on my face, but I see him, I see her, laughing, walking hand in hand. Ron's a dreamer, but I'm awake, I finally understand. Day grind, dishes and dust, rain in the wind. Mother in the mirror, but I see through his sins. Eggshells, crack floors, creep truth in the air. I'm just a homebody queen, holding despair. Day grind, scrub the floors, smile on cue. Phone buzzing, but his voice don't ring true. I'm a wife on paper, but a widow in the mind. I see the rain falling, but I'm running out of time.
Every light got a shadow, every truth got a price. I knew he was creeping, I knew, but I had to see it. Rain on the windshield, wipers moving slow. Parked in the cut, watching headlights glow. Ron said he was working late, another double shift, but my gut screamed lies, I wasn't that bitch to miss. His Chevy pulled up, her porch light dimmed, face silhouette, arms wrapped around him. I bit my lip, hand shaking, rage in my chest. Love turned to poison, I felt that fire infest. Then the car pulled beside me, engine growling low. Dark tint, window slid, saw a nigga's eyes glow. We stepped out, I stepped out, storm splashing our feet. We squared up, fist clenched, both ready to meet. Who the fuck is you, nigga? I spit with the glare. He laughed, bitch, I'm trying to see why she there. We circled ready to fight, but then I saw the truth. His eyes locked on face, same way mine traced Ron's moves. In shadows, secrets in the rain, 2 hearts betrayed, 2 souls in pain. Stalking shadows, where trust turned to lies. They watch love burn beneath cold black sky. We stalk shadows, follow lies in the night. Watch them kiss, watch them smile. Thought they were right, but I saw you and you saw me. 2 knives in the dark, both cut by the sea. We stalk shadows, watched our dreams collapse. Your bitch, my nigga, they lied, they laughed, but I saw you and you saw me. 2 hearts in the rain, betrayed but finally free. We stood in the rain, hate turned to a truce. I saw the rage in his eyes, same venom I'd use. My bitch fade, that's your man, huh? He sneered, yeah, that's Ron. I spat, vision blurred by tears. I told him I've been watching, clocked every lie. Ron said he was working, but I knew love don't hide. Tony laughed, man, I thought she was pure, but love's just a curse. This fucking pain, no cure. We got in our cars, both silent, both lost, but the bond was born. 2 hearts double crossed. We started meeting, talking pain, plotting plans. Vengeance whispered between us, blood on our hands. Tasha and Tony
Two shadows, one flame. Trust was a lie, but power knew our name. He said he could end it, I told him I could too. Love turned to poison, and we drank the brew.
Stuck in shadows, secrets in the rain. Two hearts betrayed, two souls in pain. Stuck in shadows, where trust turned to lies. They watch love burn beneath cold black skies. We stalk shadows, follow lies in the night. Watch them kiss, watch them smile. Thought they were right, but I saw you, and you saw me. Two knives in the dark, both cut by deceit. We stalk shadows, watched our dreams collapse. Your bitch, my nigga, they lied, they laughed, but I saw you, and you saw me. Two hearts in the rain, betrayed, but finally free. Thus acquired, stalking shadows. Hearts turn to stone. Love is a weapon. Pain is the throne. We were ghosts in the rain, but I felt alive. His rage was my reflection, his pain was mine. We were betrayed, but we ain't victims. We the fucking hunters now. The devil smile, a rose with thorns so sweet. Beauty's just a weapon when power's all you see.
They called me Dirty Tasha, but I became something else. Pain became my shield, and beauty my weapon. I learned to smile, but the beast always hides in a smile. First pack came from Tony, just a test, just to try. Said move this, keep the cash, show me you can fly. I hit the block in pumps, fitted jeans, slick talk. Hood dime, nail sharp, attitude like a hawk. They call me Tasha with the packs, cash in my palm, smiling sweet, but my mind a hurricane calm. I didn't chase love, I chased power, pockets fat. Turn compliments to cash, turn whispers to stacks. Old heads told me, girl, you too pretty for this game. But I saw fear in their eyes, knew they fold all the same. Corner boys paid me respect, not just for my looks, but for the way I counted cash and the fear that I shook. Tony loved the hustle, said I was a beast in disguise. He knew I had that hunger, the hunger in my eyes. But I kept Ron close, told him I loved his hope. His warm hands felt safe, but my spirit is broke.
The devil smile, a rose with thorns so sweet. Beauty's just a weapon when power's all you seek. The devil smile, whispers wrapped in lies. A queen in the shadows, where light always dies.
I wore the devil's smile, lips sweet, eyes cruel. Love was a trap, so I used hearts like tools. I smiled, they bowed. I whispered, they paid. Turned misfortune to profit. Kiss fools I betrayed. I wore the devil's smile, make up a mask. Every compliment I earn's a coin in my grasp. I made love my weapon, every kiss a blade. And I dance with the darkness, a queen born of shade. Tony kept me laced, new fits, new kicks, no shame. I learned to double pack, stack bread, master the game. But I stayed with Ron, a smile, a safety net. He kissed my belly, said our family ain't ready yet. Roman ruck, they grew beneath my skin. But even then I craved a rush, I craved a sin. Ron worked, saved pennies, dreamed of a home. But I counted cash, whispered Tony's name on the phone. Even pregnant, I played the block, kept my rep strong. Told Ron I was with friends, told Tony I belong. Tony didn't mind, had other girls to chase. I was his diamond in the dirt, sharp tongue, pretty face. And the streets whispered, Tasha got the heart of a beast. Pretty smile but ruthless, she don't pray, she feasts. I learned to love the hustle, the fear in their eyes. A queen with a crown of secrets, a beast in disguise.
The devil smile,
sweet, eyes cruel. Love was a trap, so I used hearts like tools. I smiled, they bowed, I whispered, they paid. Turned misfortune to profit, kissed fools I betrayed. I wore the devil's smile.
I've been dirty, I've been desperate, now I'm dangerous. Queen of the trap, southwest to uptown. Tony's the king, but I'm the crown.
Rotten floorboards, trap house, stain of sin. Fiends in the alley, knocking eyes sunken in. Tony told me stay close, keep the blade tucked tight. They talking war, about to blow some candles out tonight. We caught them goons, Gully and Reek, cross the line. Tony's words cold, nigga, you betray, you die. I stepped up, high heels, click, glass shatters. Took my stiletto, gouged his eye, heard his soul scatter. Tony's trigger speaks, Gully's chest blooms red. I stand there calm, counting money on the dead. This ain't survival, this is strategy, this is chess. They call it dirty work, but a bitch call it finesse. Southwest bows down, corners pay that rent. We rent them out like condos, selling highs with intent. Trap house means fiends, nodding roaches in the light. I run shifts, broke niggas beg for the right.
Trapped crown, shadows in the streets. Her throne's a bando, death beneath her feet. Trap crown, whispers in the dark. She took a broken heart and turned life into art.
I'm the queen of the trap, cash rules the land. Every corner paying rent, every soul in my hand. Tony's the king, but I'm the blade in this fight. We make him kneel in the dark, make him pray for the light. Trap crown, black lace, murder in my smile. Designer drip, hides my demons, I'm couture and vow. I got fiends singing hymns, got runners scared to run. This ain't just the streets, my fucking kingdom come. Nightfall, southwest neon, death on the breeze. Tony's talking numbers, but I see enemies. We buy peace with bullets, negotiate with lead. I'm the silent shadow, the voice in his head. I seen fade, a wholesome girl, the pure smile. She thinks she's loved, I know it's all a lie vow. Her hands clean, her eyes bright, her laughter soft. But I seen her with Ron, whole time 2 angels lost. And that's when it hit, envy a blade in my chest. I never knew love, just survival at best. If she got Ron, then she got my light. And that's why I swore Faye won't survive the night. But for now, I'm a queen, red bottoms on the filth. Money flowing, drugs moving, every block built. Tony JBM taught me how to deal with death. But I'm the one they fear, I'm the blade in every breath.
Crown, shadows in the streets. Her throne's a bando, death beneath her feet. Trap crown, whispers in the dark. She took a broken heart and turned life into art.
I'm the queen of the trap, cash rules the land. Every corner paying rent, every soul in my hand. Tony's the king, but I'm the blade in this fight. We make him kneel in the dark, make him pray for the light. Trap crown, black lace, murder in my smile. Designer drip, hides my demons, I'm couture and vow. I got fiends singing hymns, got runners scared to run. This ain't just the streets, my fucking kingdom come.
Southwest is ours, uptown's ours. Anybody cross us, they kneel or they bleed. They call me dirty. I'm the queen of the grime. I got blood on my heels, but the crown is mine.
I was born in darkness, but now I control the shadows. Dirty Tasha, the queen of death's throne.
Power ain't given, it's taken. And love's just leverage.
I was the shadow in the trap, heels clicking on piss-stained floors. While Tony's soldiers moved work, I kept the ledgers, kept score. Crack smoke in the air, body slump fiends in a daze. I stepped over them, high heels sharp as switchblades. Told Tony, you want peace, make them pay for the right to sell. Rent the corners out, enemies turning into clientele. Gangs warred, but my words kept the shots in they holsters. You buy peace, you buy life, that's the fee for our culture. The bando was the boardroom, trap house the throne. I signed deals with a nod, my word etched in stone. Tony's killers saw me smile, but knew to fear my frown. I took the block politics and turned them into a crown. I watched them bleed for scraps while I stacked green. Played whispers against whispers, puppets caught in my scheme. Southwest and uptown, our empires would spread. While Ron tucked in our twins, I painted the city red.
Queenpin, Tasha, shadows in her eyes, her eyes.
Gold drips from her fingers, bloodstains in disguise. Queenpin Tasha whispers under the throne. Her love turned to poison and heart turned to stone. They called me Queenpin, bitch in heels, cutthroat smile. Tony's right hand, but I ran blocks with guile. Paid for peace, made a meal, had fiends for miles. I built a kingdom out the chaos, crowned in dirty trial. Queenpin Tasha, fiends kneel, runners pray. Rent my corners out, tax them twice what they pay. Love's a game, trust is currency. I'm the broker, the boss, and I turned angels to demons just to cover the cause. Tony's trap became a temple, gospel agreed I preached. I learned to love the fear, watched them cower when I'd speak. Leased corners to gangs, charged them tax for the peace. I was the queen, they the pawns, I let them feast off my leash. They called me Derty Tasha once, now they whispered the queen. The same niggas that scurried now bowed to kiss the ring. Tony said I was cold, I told him power's the cure. He laughed, but his eyes knew I was a problem for sure. We turned addicts to prophets, prophets spinning like a wheel. But I wanted more, I needed Faye to know how it feels. She played pure, sweet, innocent, the light in Ron's eyes, while I was the darkness, the truth wrapped in lies. I saw her smile, saw his joy, saw the peace they could taste. And now I hated them cause they were everything I couldn't replace. Tony watched me plot, saw the venom I brewed, and whisper pack them both up, take what's yours, make your move. Queenpin Tasha, shadows in her eyes, her eyes. Gold drips from her fingers, bloodstains in disguise. Oh, Queenpin Tasha whispers under the throne. Her love turned to poison and heart turned to stone. They called me Queenpin, bitch in heels, cutthroat smile. Tony's right hand, but I ran blocks with guile. Paid for peace, made him kneel, had fiends for miles. I built a kingdom out the chaos, crowned in dirty trial. Queenpin Tasha, fiends kneel, runners pray. Rent my corners out, tax them twice what they pay. Love's a game, trust is currency. I'm the broker, the boss, and I turn angels to demons just to cover the cause. Run it.
They called me Derty Tasha. Now they kneel at my feet. Tony's the king, but I'm the throne. Power's mine to keep.
You really hate that Faye chick, huh? She ain't your problem, Tasha.
She ain't, but Ron is love's a chain, Tony. I'm ready to break it.
Told Tony, make it look like an accident. Nothing about this is accidental.
In the bar, slouch, drowning in that cheap gin. Eyes empty, just another broke man's dream caved in. Tony's eyes catch mine, silent code a nod. I'm just a shadow in the corner playing a god. He sips slow, taps his phone, phase text ain't coming through. But that's cause Tony got a phone, ghosting him too. I should feel guilt, but all I taste is revenge. Fate's a blade, and I'm here to cut the loose ends. Tony stands, drifts like a shadow, shoulder hits Ron's chest. Ron mumbles confused, no clue he's marked for death. I lean back, eyes locked, heart cold as the room. He's just a piece, I'm erasing a name, I'm consumed. Sins in the smoke, spirits that dance, ain't love, just power, ain't truth, just chance. I'm fate's blade, the whisper in the shade. He dies and I'm free of the life I made. Sins in the smoke, echoes of regret. I loved him once, but I'd rather forget. I'm a queen of whispers on a throne of lies. He'll bleed tonight and his legacy dies. Tony slides out the door, Ron's lost in his drink. I think of the twins, they smiles but I don't blink. A mother's supposed to love, supposed to protect, but all I feel is darkness, I need to disconnect. Face perfect, sweet, naive, a light in his eyes, but she don't know the shadows, the venom in disguise. Her baby's a threat, a torch I won't let burn, and Ron's just a ghost, one I need to unlearn. The bartender laughs, the jukebox hums a sad tune. Ron steps outside, about to be a man marching to his tomb. I count the seconds, cold sweat, fingers trace my glass. If there's a God, he's yelling in the silence, every breeze that pass. Sins in the smoke, shadows that dance, ain't love, just power, ain't truth, just chance. I'm fate's blade, the whisper in the shade. He dies and I'm free of a ghost I made. Sins in the smoke, echoes of regret. I loved him once, but I'd rather forget. I'm a queen of whispers, a throne of lies. He'll bleed tonight, his legacy dies.
I watched him smile, but shadows kill love, and I've been shadows for a while.
Fate's a blade, and I'm the hand that swings it. I heard she was pregnant, stomach swelling with promise. A baby Ron seed, but it felt like a curse upon us. Her, the saint, the perfect smile, the girl with the lights, and me, the darkness, the one he leaves for the night. I watched her laugh, watched her float like she never knew pain, while I bled in the shadows, chasing pride, counting shame. Faye with the good life, Faye with the sweet dreams, but I was in a nightmare, drowning in dirty schemes. I gave Ron twins, Roman rocked my soul split in two, but I saw it in his eyes, the way he looked at truth. Love's a lie, and I've been lied to since birth. They called me dusty, I just made that dirt my worth. But her, she got his joy, she got his peace, she got the parts of him that he never gave me. And now she got his legacy, breathing in her womb, while I'm a queen of shadows, building kingdoms of doom. Fate's edge, whispers in the wind, a mother's curse, a jealous heart sin. Fate's edge, shadows turn to scars, a child unborn, cursed beneath the stars. Fate's edge, I'm the whisper in the dark, I'm the poison in your joy, the hatred in your heart. If she lives, then I die, if she smiles, I fade. I won't let her light shine, she got dues and they unpaid. Fate's edge, where the shadows conspire, I'm the envy in your laughter, I'm the spark to the fire. If she breathes, then I'm gone, if she loves, I'm erased. So I carve out her peace, leave nothing in her place, gone. Tony watched me watch her, saw that venom in my stare. You hate her that much? He laughed, running fingers through my hair. Hate, nah, I don't hate, I hunger, I consume. She got love, I got emptiness, she got life, I'm a tomb. And now a baby, the perfect tale, Ron's second chance. But I won't be a ghost, a shadow when they dance. Her child's a threat, her belly a beacon of shame. And I'm the storm, the darkness, remember my name. I think of Ron's smile, the way he laughs with ease. I think of Faye's voice, soft, floating like a breeze. And I hate that it hurts, I hate that I care. So I sharpen my envy, I breathe vengeance in the air. She has to die, her in that unborn light. I won't share his love, I won't be a ghost in they sight. Tony sees it too, tells me pack them both up with pride. And I smile, but beneath it there's that ache I can't hide. Fate's edge, whispers in the wind, a mother's curse, a jealous heart sin. Fate's edge, shadows turn to scars, a child unborn, cursed beneath the stars. I'm Fate's edge, I'm the whisper in the dark, I'm the poison in your joy, the hatred in your heart. If she lives, then I die, if she smiles, I fade. I won't let her light shine, she got dues and they unpaid. I'm Fate's edge, shadows bleed, her heart's a weapon, a soul in need. She won't have him, her child won't have his name. I'll erase her light and drown her flame.
Tasha, I want you to know that this is a safe space. Whatever you share here stays here. Last time we touched on your childhood, those shadows you grew up with. Today I'd like to hear more about what's happening now. What's happening now? I mean, I'm just living, you know? Trying to get by. Working a lot. Got my man, my twins, keeping the house right. How are things with Ron? Ron, good man, solid. Almost too good. Man's a dreamer, always thinking about family love, all that storybook stuff. You say it like that's a bad thing. Nah, it's not for somebody else, maybe, but for me. It's like he's trying to save me, but I ain't never asked for that. Save you from what? From myself, I guess. From this? Hunger. But forget all that. Ron's fine, he's the saint. That's his problem. What about you, Tasha? What do you want? I want power control. I want to never be that little girl starving, begging, watching her mama rot away. I like the streets, I like the rush, I like looking people in the eyes and knowing they fear me even if they don't say it. But why? What are you trying to fill? You keep asking the same damn questions, ain't no deep answer, okay? I just like it. Feels good to not be weak. Feels good to have leverage. Leverage over who? Tasha. Anybody. Everybody, hell, even you. You sit here talking calm, listening, but I could tell you any story I want, and you'd believe it. You'd write it down, analyze it. You ain't any different, you just got a nicer office. Is that what you think? That you're the one with power here? Ain't I? I can say anything, make you see me how I want you to see me. Ain't that how this whole world works? Whoever controls the story, they got the power. It sounds like you've been hurt, Tasha. Like you've had to build walls to protect yourself, but those walls can also trap you. Nah, walls protect me. They keep people in their place, keep me from getting used. But what about love? You mentioned Ron. What about Faye? What about her? You mentioned her last session, but you seemed conflicted. Ain't nothing to talk about with her. Some people get life handed to them on a silver platter. Some of us gotta take it, that's it. You sound like you see her as an enemy. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You ever wanted something so bad you destroy anybody standing in your way of? Is that how you feel? That you have to destroy to survive? I survive however I got to. And if anybody gets in my way, well, they just chose the wrong road. Tasha, I hope one day you'll let yourself stop running. I don't run, I just leave people behind. Tasha, who hurt you so bad that you had to become this?
Leave him, ain't nothing left but flesh and a stain.
You sure? He loved you once, gave you them twins.
Love's just a leash and I'm a wolf now. I watched him drop face, hit the puddle, blood bloom slow. Told me he loved me once, but love's a curse you outgrew. Tony's grip on the 38, steady as a sermon's breath. Ron's last gasp, a question mark, a whisper of death. But Faye don't know, nobody knows I'm the shadow behind it. Ron's body hit the morgue while I smiled and denied it. The twins asked for daddy, I say he's at work just late. But I'm the clock on his life, ticking, I sealed his fate. Tony and I toast, Henny in the trap, fiends at the door. Business booming, Southwest hours, uptown, even more. But Tony don't know I'm watching him, a snake's cold stare. He thinks he owns me, but I own the breath in his air.
Cursed is the crown, blood stains the throne.
Blood stains the throne.
Is a weapon, power stands alone.
Stands alone.
Crowned in the curse, blood on the go.
On the go.
Step over soul to the top, never grow old. You love me, prove it, burn the world in my name. Loyalty a lie, just shadows in the flame.
This the crown and the curse, power is control. Running these corners, hearts cold, eyes bold. We the rulers, Tash empire in our palms. But don't you forget who's the king in these arms. Ron's funeral quiet, tears that I never felt. Faye's crying on Tony's shoulder, could see her soul melt. I whisper in Tony's ear, she carrying his son. But that just means a pawn born, we already won. Goins family plans, empire building, we lock blocks. We played the role sweet to Faye, let her cry, let her talk. She leaned on Tony, grief my weapon, trust my disguise. But in the dark he kissing me, hand on my thighs. But Faye's no fool, she ain't blind right now, she just scared. Heart knows the truth, but the mind don't dare. And I love the chaos, the lies I lay a thick. I'm the queen about to play Tone and Faye real slick.
Cursed is the crown, blood stains the throne.
Blood stains the
Love is a
throne.
weapon, power stands alone.
Stands alone.
The crown and the curse, blood on the go.
On the go.
Step
the top, never grow old. You love me, prove it, burn the world in my name. Loyalty a lie, just shadows in the flame. This the crown and the curse, power is control. Running these corners, hearts cold, eyes bold. We the rulers, Tash empire in our palms. But don't you forget who's the king in these arms.
Tony, we've been meeting for a while now. You've shared a lot, but today you seem distracted. What's on your mind? Love's a motherfucker, Doc. You know that? It's a weapon. Or maybe it's a leash. Faye. Faye was my only real one, but she's hurt. I know she's hurt. Ron's gone and she don't even know I'm the reason he's... Nah, forget that. Forget I said that. Take your time, Tony. No judgment here. She's pregnant, Doc. I know she is, but she won't tell nobody. Can't tell nobody. Her and Ron, they was a secret. But I wasn't. I was always in the light. And I think that baby could be mine, but I don't know. We was still, we was still us. But if I ask her, she might shut me out. Tony, if you love her, why not just be there for her? Even if the child isn't yours, your support can be a light in her life. That's the thing. Love's a leash, but I ain't trying to be leashed no more. If it's a boy, if it's a girl, I'll claim it, that's mine. But she gotta lie, Doc. She gotta say it's mine. But I know Faye, she don't lie, she's too good. Too clean for all this fucking dirt I'm stuck in. Why does she need to lie, Tony? 'Cause lies are a shield, and I need that shield to keep Tasha from. Nah, never mind. But I gotta know, Doc. Should I visit her? Should I even ask? She look at me like a monster now. Ain't nothing good in these eyes no more. Tony, love is a risk. If you feel for her, if you want to protect her, go. But don't make her choose between truth and a lie. That only deepens the pain. Yeah, maybe you right, maybe I. But if it is mine, I'll give that kid everything, I'll be his father. And even if it ain't, I'll be there. But she gotta play her part. Doc, you ever love two people at the same time? Ever look in one woman's eyes and feel peace, and in another's, see your soul's own darkness? I think you already know which one is the real you, Tony. Yeah, I do.